In my hands, I'm holding my surgical technologist program syllabus back in um, 2021. I really don't know like what else besides to do besides like do this like well, it's so hard because I can literally hear like doors opening, and it's like I'm staying still, but then a door opens and then I'm like curious to get up and go through that door, and then when I go through that door it's like, did I am I moving too fast? Am I doing too much? Am I not like paying attention to what is important right now? Like I'm like I'm having faith and I'm having hope and I'm believing that this is going to work out. Like I don't even have the light on. This is gonna work out. All of it has to work out. You know, everything is like being delayed. Things is happening, and this is like I have no idea of what else to do besides this. This is it. This is literally it, and then I can go forward. You know, knowing that I gave it my all, knowing that I took the time to sit down to do the work. It's like right now I'm like in a standstill and I'm just looking at everything and I'm just like, I have to do this. I have to. Like, I have to do this. I can do this. I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. I'm very intelligent. I can do this. Maybe you guys are my distraction. Maybe that's what it is. I'm so distracted. I like I don't know. It's just a lot of shit. A lot. It's a lot. So these folders I have in my hands is when I was I am doing good. Thank you for asking. I feel like a lot of people don't care because you can't relate to what I'm going through right now. You can't relate to what it is I'm feeling right now. Today's Halloween, and that's just for a day. It's just a day. Yeah. I'm trying to live, believe me. I'm trying to live by finishing what I started. I don't want to go into this test and look at the computer and freeze and just give up. Thank you. I can reach this, right? This higher level, this knowledge. I used to feel like I had to feel good about doing this, but right now it's like, no. No, I can't feel good right now. I can't. I can't get this out. I can't get nothing done. I made too many decisions. And a little bit of what I'm regretting is I didn't put enough work into this process of what I'm doing right now. I feel like I could have did better. I feel like it's too late. It feels like it's too late. Here I am, days away from taking these boards. I'm just thinking, like, how am I going to get all this shit in my head? Am I having anxiety? Test anxiety is real. I cannot do this intense. Facial nerve trauma can be decreased by use of nerve monitor. Which of the following medications would be used as a topical anesthetic before nasal surgery? Cocaine. During a parotideectomy, the cranial nerve is carefully elevated and retracted in order to preserve its facial. During a procedure involving a power saw in use, the surgical technician and scrub should lightly apply irrigation to the blade in use. The blank transmits the vibrations of the tympanic membrane and the other ossicles to the inner ear via the oval window stakes. I gotta find the reason why I'm having such a hard time getting on, going deep, finishing. Is it because I'm fearful that I don't know it? Is it because I'm fearful that I do know it? What is it? I know nobody can save me. No one can do this for me. No one can help me. No one can change my circumstances. No one can do anything besides pray for me. Please. Please pray for me. Pray for me to win this challenge in my life right now, this process of my life. See, I'll start and then I won't stop. Like, what is that? It says, manifest your victory in this test. You got to stand up, and show out. Life is too damn short. Amen. Amen to that. Amen to that. Preach. Hallelujah. I look at other people's lives and maybe I'm doing exactly what I shouldn't be doing. It's comparing my life to theirs. You know, I shouldn't be comparing to anybody's life but my own. Today I woke up and I had food prepared for me, and that was very nice because I didn't have to be there, but it was, and I'm very grateful, you know. And then also, not only was food there, but it was what I wanted. I think, you know, the thing is I have been told that I have ADHD. I've been told this since I was 8 years old. I've always had a hard time standing still, um, and paying attention and completing tasks. And that was a really hard thing for me growing up. You know, my mom noticed it, my teachers noticed it. They even took me to a counselor, and the counselor said, yeah, she's got ADHD, and she needs to be on medication, and she's going to need to have accommodation. She's going to have to be in places. She's going to have to take classes. She's going to have to take remedial classes. She's going to have to probably be held back a little bit from some things. Like, and honestly, it's not that I have ADHD, bro. It's because the truth is, I didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe that I had what it takes to have what I want. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe that I was smart enough. I didn't believe that I was someone. I just kept thinking maybe I can believe in myself. And I did everything I could to, you know. I did everything I could to believe in myself. I started doing things that was beneficial for me. I started telling my teachers more where I was struggling, asking for help, not being ashamed to ask for help. And you know, to this day, I still have this one teacher in my mind. And honestly, if it wasn't for this teacher, if I never would have met her, if I never would have met this teacher, I'll tell you right now, I would not be as successful as I am today. This teacher noticed that there was a lack in something in me. There was a lack. There was a lack of confidence. My confidence. And I needed to, and she needed to pull me aside. And she said, listen, if you don't understand the answer, you will ask for help. You will sit next to my desk for the whole semester until you bring your grades up. I remember when she started doing the class, I would sit there. And I remember she would be going over what we're going to be learning and it was algebra, of course. And I was intimidated by numbers. I don't know why. And she said, so does everybody understand? And then she specifically said, Desiree, do you understand? And I said, yes, I understand. She said, do you have any questions? And I said, no, ma'am, I don't have any questions. So every time she would have these classes, like our reviews or whatever, we're about to get ready for our next test, and she was learning this new subject or whatever for the course. She would make sure that I'm not sitting around just pretending that I understand. And I think that's where my lack in my life really happened. It's like, I think I started becoming more comfortable with acting like I had it all together. When in truthfulness, I didn't. In truthfulness, I was just a kid. I really wanted to, I don't know, I understand. I didn't have that. I honestly believed that I was in nothing. I was worth nothing. There was nothing to me. Mm-hmm. I was depressed. I didn't feel like I was worth anything. A dime. Mm-hmm. Really. I was in a really low place. Laid out in the dirt. hiding from the cops, running from the police, trying to lose my virginity to a boy that didn't even want me. I was going down such a bad road because I thought I didn't have anything. I wasn't anything. I just felt so alone. But that one time that her teacher said what she said to me changed everything about my life. I took the time to understand that if I don't know something, I need to say something. I need not to be afraid to use resources. Ask my teachers for help. Speak to a counselor. I found that education was honestly my biggest strength. That's what was going to keep me alive. That time in my life shifted me. I transformed into someone else. And at the time I was living in the South. I was in Virginia, Prince George High School. And, you know, I will never forget how everything was just blank. And then in a blink of an eye, everything just started coming together for me. I started passing all my classes. I was substantial. I was making really good grades, A's and B's. Flourishing, bro. My stepdad stepped into that office. He said, "Why is my daughter in remedial classes?" He said, "No. No." See, it was hard for me to be me growing up. I was always bullied and teased and made fun of because I was skinny and I was tall and I had big curly hair. And for some reason, everybody always noticed me. I didn't know why, but they did. And I had to come up with a way to look stupid. Look like an airhead. So nobody would rely on me. Nobody would ask me to do the stuff that I didn't know how to do. It worked. But then again, it didn't. Because then I was attracting, for some reason, it was just like I kept attracting so many weird people in my life, bro. Anyway, as you guys can see, I'm making flashcards. I've been reading my book. I know that I'm not stupid. I know that I got a lot going on, but I can handle it. And these bills, these things that are happening, life is happening right now. It's fine. I'm okay with it. Honestly, like, I'm really grateful because it took a long time for me to come into this mindset. It took a long time for me to see my value. It took a long time for me to get understanding of me, of what I want and why I want it and how I'm gonna get it. It took time. I told myself, I said, I'm not gonna come on this thing, perfect hair, fake hair, makeup on. I don't feel like doing that right now. This is real. I'm showing you real. I'm showing you what this is, life. And I'm fighting right now. I'm fighting against my demons. I'm fighting against the distractions. I'm fighting against the loneliness and the heartache and the desires of what I feel that I should be having right now, but understanding that I'm working towards it and I'm putting in the work to have it by not giving in to my own crazy thoughts, my own delusions, my own way of thinking. You know. No, I told myself yesterday. I said, "This is my story. If I fail, it's because I didn't do what I was supposed to do to win." Sorry about the mess, guys. It's not even that nice. My way of thinking, of doing, of prospering is not the way you do it. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like it's been easy for me. No, it hasn't. I have been pushed in the corner so many times about myself. And the question that I always return back to is, what is it that's causing me to have to wake up the way I'm waking up? Want what I want. Look at these pens, aren't they cute? Want what I want. And not be intimidated to know that it's mine. Be willing to do the work. I'm willing to do it. I am willing to do it. I'm willing to fail. I'm willing to look stupid. I'm willing. It's not the photo. I got so mad the other night. Put that photo away. Where's the other photo? You know, the devil tried to set me up to lose. But guess what? I'm not going to lose. I'm going to win. And lose. I'm going to win. I'm going to win these battles. I'm going to win these moments in my life where I feel like I should lose.